Good morning. So I do another video and show off my other most recent purchase here. This will be the Toyota Highlander. So it started out how I acquired this vehicle. Belonged to an elderly lady who had been in an accident. So one of the reasons, the brakes had gone completely down and seized up, so I did the brakes for her. And it needed tires, and you can see some of the damage. And she decided she really didn't want it. And I wanted to be fair, so I made an offer of $2,500. And this is the best tire off this Highlander. I had 4 new tires put on. And I don't know if you can see in the video how dry rotted, cracked, and coming apart that is, but it is bad. So this tire is from 12-14. You can see the cracking. These tires are bad. I mean, it had some horrible vibrations. So, but it's clean. So, I bought it. 4 new matching Firestone tires. We did that. So, I still don't have a hood cable for this, so you have to bear with me. I'm not going to get one, but we can go through the grill. Pull the hood thing. I may have to set you down here. Maybe you have to do this with both hands here. Gonna have to do it with both hands. Go through. Here we go. We had gone through and grabbed, got it out. So, just set this right here on my Taylor's keys. It still needs a windshield. It still needs painted. And I did the timing belt. Timing belt's been done. So, some stuff's out of the way. I got a new AC condenser, radiator, fan assembly. Got a new lower hose on it. Got an oil change. All the tune-ups. That looks dark. I have serviced it. See how clean it is with my finger? It was just so dirty that is just staying. We've done the transmission service. Got a new battery. The brake fluid, I mean, it was looking rather green. It's cleaner now. It's testing good, but I think I want to do another brake fluid flush. New AGM battery there. Transmission fluid's nice and clean, as you can see. Some of that out there on my finger here. Hard to do this and hold the camera. Say, nice and clean. Air filters new. Replaced everything. So I paid $2,500 for this thing. I may have screwed myself. I may not have. But like I said, may have screwed myself, may not have. But you know, look decent. I replaced the core support, down, bracing, things replaced. See, it's all there, all the bracketry there. Could not find a good drill that wasn't broke at the salvage yard. I need to go get these clips. These are dealer only clips. And I need to go get the hood cable. The little plastic ends broke off the hood cable from the wreck. So, the saving value of the vehicle and why I bought it is it is the 3MZ FE engine. It's a good engine. I don't care what technician you talk to, they're going to tell you Toyota is a pretty dang good, reliable car. So we bought this. So I bought this. And it's a sport. Got keys here. We got an 06 Highlander Sports. Now I got the new tires on it and all. I put some rubber mats in it. Didn't have floor mats. I gotta finish cleaning it out. Back seat's clean. Everything's clean. I put a cabin air filter in it. You know. And I saw it, no smoking vehicle, and that's good. It's good. But why is the real reason I bought this? Well, we're gonna show you. I don't know if you can see this under there, but look how clean that little Highlander is. Got some places I've got to touch up down under here on the rocker panels, but look how clean that is. Southern car. Came from down south. Has some sun fade. But we have the JBL sound system. Nothing fancy. Absolutely nothing fancy. But let's see. Start her up and take her for a drive. Starts up good. I don't know. Let's see if I turn lights on. That makes that more visible. Try zooming in on it. She has 263,889 miles. Is high miles. The aftermarket sensors I had put in, they worked for a little while, but they didn't take. The tire pressure monitor light's still on. Check engine light's still on. Has been on since I got it, and it's still on for a catalyst inefficiency. Does not bother me. We'll fix that. The cats on this vehicle are relatively easy to replace. Just clean. As you can see, non-smoking car. Clean. They came with paperwork. The seat needs to be cleaned up a little bit over here. But, I mean, all in all, it's not bad. Now, when you start your car, see how this is running about, it's cold outside. See how that's about 1,500 RPM? Please, people, before you take off, this is just a tip in this video showing this off. Let it drop down to around 1,000. Okay? Drop down, got a full tank of gas. There is no fuel filter to service on this. The heat works, air works. And again, factory JBL radio, which I like factory radios in cars. I like to see that. Some people don't. See, now I've let the RPMs finally dropping down. I've sat here long enough. Now we'll take off. So here we go. Put new wipers on. Put Bosch Pure Visions on. I'm sure you'll notice in my video even in the old 80s Lincoln Town Car video where I put wipers on. Bosch Pure Visions. You'll notice on the little HHR. There we go. You'll notice on the HHR, that town car, Bosch Pure Visions. My van does not have Pure Visions. They were out. So we got the Bosch Silicone Advantage wiper blade. That's what we got in it. We're going to sit you on the dash and we're going to take this for a little spin. Got new shocks on it. She runs and drives like a dream. There's going to be a brake video coming up on the Montana rear brakes. It needs rear brakes. So, I'll be doing that. But it's still cold here. So I'm limited on the videos. You can hear her, she's peppy. We're up to 40 just there, and I wasn't really getting on it too hard. Peppy little car. This is the engine to have in these. That 3MZ FE 3.3 liter engine is just legendary in the Toyotas. Each manufacturer has that engine that's really good and known for reliability. Toyota has a few, Ford has a few, Chevy has a few. Even Chrysler had a few that were really good engines. And that's the thing, is to make sure you're getting a car with a good engine. That 3.5 liter, it came in the Malibus and stuff, it's in my Montana, is insanely reliable. It's a really good engine. I mean, and I have 300,000 on it and climbing, you can tell that. You know, Toyota has a couple good engines. I can tell you right off bat, good engines, if you're going to General Motors side, 5.3 is a good engine. The small block Chevys, good engines. You know, the 5.7, 5.0s. 5.0s didn't make good power, but they were good engines. Okay. And so they were good engines. The 3800's a good engine, 3.5's a good engine, 3.9, a lot of those V6s are good engines. Oh, we got the green light. Toyota, that 2200 Toyota motor from the 90s and the Camrys and stuff, good engine. The, you know, 1MZ FE and the 3MZ FEs are really good engines. You know, like everything had the problem, but they're very minimal. I did not like, I have worked on and driven a few of the 4-cylinders in these Highlanders. And I mean, I guess they're all right, but I felt like they were underpowered, and I don't see them last as long as the V6 Highlanders. I mean, here, I give this thing a little gas and she's just a rocket. So, that's my take on the engines to buy. You know, and Ford's engine, they've had a couple really good ones. The 3.8s and some of the earlier T-Birds, Mustangs were pretty dang good engine. The 30250 good engine, inline 306 legendary, and of course the 4.6 liter modular engine and all the Panther platform cars is a legendary engine. You know, they all made really good engines. Chrysler had some really good engines. Chrysler's problem was a lot of transmissions. Well, they approved me to go through. Yep. We got it. Cool. Nice to be a wash club member. Set you down here for the guy that's going to wave me into the car wash's privacy. You know, he's at work. We don't want to film that. I don't like to catch people on camera without their permission. Nice to be respectful. Alright. Now they're going to spray us down. We're in here where we can go through. Or take us to the car wash. You know, so they all had good ones. The 3.8 and the 3.3 and some of the Dodge Caravans, Town and Countries and stuff was a good engine. The Dodge Magnums, the 318, the 5.2, the 5.9 360, they were good engines. This is going to get loud. I'm sorry for the noise. We are going to the car wash. This thing cleaned up. Dash lights work. Livings work. Lights up good. I keep a full tank of gas, you know, these newer cars. Intake fuel pump. So, here we go. We're going through the, well, as you can see, we're in really good shape. Oh, there's my Diet Pepsi bottle. That would be me. They're in really good shape. Everything's in good shape. I gotta clean that off. I'm not clean this too much. I got a little stain there I gotta clean. It's gotta be clean. There's some cleaning to do. I vacuumed the floorboards. You know, put some rubber mats down because there were no floor mats in this thing. So there's the real noisy part. Stop on the outside of these car washes and shift it into gear. Let myself roll forward enough where I know the car behind me won't rear end me, and I shift it into gear. Come to a complete stop before shifting it into gear. Just easier on the transmission. So this thing's a nice little car for what it is. I'll be getting about $4,000. That's not bad. I'll get another 100,000 out of this at least, you know. But yeah, there we go. And I'm trying to find videos like this to do. I've had an interview with a couple parts houses, so I will be going to work at a parts house. Just taking a break as a mechanic, like I said in another video. Teaching some people some things and whatnot. Pass on some information and help people. So I'm gonna go to the parts house that'll let me help the most people. I want to help people. I really do, and that'll be the thing. Get to the parts house where we can help the most people. The most people is key. That will be the key here, is to help the most people. So whatever that means. I will hopefully be able to use my knowledge I have learned over the years of my career at the parts house to help people. So we'll go from there. But Yeah. So you get to see the Highlander, what I bought, what it is. The rest of it's all in decent shape, except for the driver door has a scratch on it, where it took out some mailboxes and rear ended the truck. I've got to get a windshield. I don't know if you can see them showing up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here where my finger's pointing. 6, 7, 8 spider cracks on this windshield. See what she's got here. Oh, the man pulled out in front of me. Now that she's warmed up. Oh yeah, see, it says really good power. These little V6 Highlanders and RAV4s have really good power. That dual overhead cam V6, you know, 4 camshafts, that little V6. They're a pretty scary little motor in these Toyotas. They really rev and get up good, so not much I can say for these, but again, another thing I look for when I buy a car, even if it's high miles, look at all the paperwork. There we go. That shows they care. I like to see owner's manuals. I like to see them taken care of. This car, I believe, has not had a horrible life. There have been a few things neglected, such as the power steering system and whatnot, but we're bringing it up, we're servicing it, and it's gonna become a really good car. So we are happy with that. So she tracked straight and it did good on the alignment rack. You know, and here's a recommendation for an alignment. And you know, every alignment tech's going to be different. So I like to use Firestone in my area. I have a rapport with the guy that runs one of the Firestones. He's a really good guy. We're almost on a friends level. He's great. Always gets me the best deal. But a lifetime alignment, that is a great thing to have. You know, and I know Plaza Tire offers them, and some Goodyears, some Big O's. It just depends on the shop. But there are shops and tire shops that offer lifetime alignment. You know, look for one of those. For instance, I go to Firestone, and it's going to vary in every area, but in my area here in Springfield, Missouri, I go to Firestone. I pay $200 lifetime alignment on sale. Okay, that covers the vehicle for as long as I own it. This Toyota doesn't have too many ball joint problems or anything. Toyotas don't, but it is a higher miles car, so stuff's going to need to be replaced. That's a given. Everything breaks. I don't care what it is. You can buy the most reliable car in the world, the one with the best record, it's going to break. You know, so whenever you've got to change something on your front end, you've got to pay to have another alignment. Okay? No, not with a lifetime. That's the great thing about it. The great thing about it is not to have to. And in my area, a one-time alignment will cost you $80 to $100, $80 to $120, depending on who does it. Well, you only have to have a couple alignments to pay for that lifetime. You see? So I am ecstatic to get a lifetime warranty, a lifetime alignment. So all my town cars and Panther cars, you know, previous to this body style here, are bad about ball joints. They are. And so it really pays on them. It really does. Something like this isn't so bad about tie rods and ball joints, but this is still a 260,000 mile car. Let's remember that. That thing's bad about wheel bearings. I've done the front wheel bearings. I've got to do the back wheel bearings. This guy, believe it or not, has original engine, original transmission, and original CV axles. Original half shafts, okay? On this Montana. Original ball joints, control arms, all that. Has had brakes, has had some brake calipers, you can see they're cleaner. Has had headlights because they were yellowed, my personal preference. So, that, this thing, it's not saving me too much, still have a lifetime alignment. And that comes up. And the other thing, as you can see, I got the Goodyear Assurance wrapped all the way around on this one. This van really likes the Goodyear Assurance. It rides the best with them. I don't know much about what the Highlander's like as far as tire stones. So I said, just recommend me a, mid-range hardy tire. I don't want the cheapest tire, but I want the most expensive on this till I know what's going on with it, But it's got to have tires now. So I got a good Firestone all-season tire. A good middle ground tire, 50,000 mile tire. This car, not research tires on yet, because it came with pretty much, as you can see, brand new tires on it. They're a date code of 20. So it doesn't. Now the Lincolns, the best tire I can recommend, particularly for this one, are Michelin's. This car loves the Michelin tires, and I've got it wrapped in all 4 Michelin. Or Bridgestones. Bridgestones, they really love the Bridgestone. The high-end Bridgestone. The quiet tracks. The tons of quiet tracks, they like those. But this car right now is Michelin, so each car handles different with different tires, but at lifetime alignment, I've already had this thing lined 3 times in its life. It paid for it. As you can see by the way the front end's sagging here on this side, we're gonna have to have some front end work. That, I don't know if you can see, that strut on this side is starting to sag, so front end work is in this one feature versus this side. It is what it is, but she's coming up to that 120,000 mile point where we're gonna have to start doing some work to it, so the front end. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching, and if you like it. If you don't like it, thumbs down it, and leave a comment. I want to know why you didn't like it. If you didn't like it, I always strive to do better, and it we can also all do better. So, hey, and you have a wonderful day.